So I've had my Watch Classic 8 for about a year now. Somebody told me to make videos, the video 30 seconds or less. So here we go. The battery life on this is decent. It's not the best. It's held up well. There's not too many dents on it. In fact, there's not much that's visible to the eye, just microscopic ones right there that you have to really look at. The updates have been perfect. They've come on time. It's up to date. Security updates are great. Water resistance, I haven't really tried it in water resistance because I've known people who have swam, tried it, and it's messed up their watch. So I was not going to be one of them people for the amount of money I paid for this, so I didn't try that. And that's over 45 seconds. That's over 30 seconds. I failed. Apologies. But anyway, here we go properly. So this is a dedication to one of the guys in my comments. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Hopefully you can see the name for yourself there. I'm just going to call you Matt, if that's okay. So you wanted a few things you wanted a few things answered. You said battery life, scratches, dents, throughout for the whole year, system updates, water resistant, etc. Okay, so try that in about 30 seconds. That didn't really go well. I think everybody would agree. The watch itself, I love the design of it. It's designed very well. I always thought it was slightly lighter. And at first I didn't like that. Like if I show you here, I'm going to try not to make this too much of a comparison with the Ultra. But it's hard not to. So if you hold these together, this is quite heavy. This, if you throw this at somebody, though, you can do a lot of damage on this bad boy. But when I had this, I loved it. I always thought I liked heavier things, heavier watches. It's the same with my Galaxy Watch, with my phone. I always thought the heavier it is, the better. It feels more like I can feel it. It feels great. But the more I've used it, lighter, slightly light products, the more enjoyable I found them to be. So this is no exception to that. I like the design. Oh yeah, I don't know why I keep getting this. This is one thing that I've kept getting throughout the whole entire time I've been using this watch. It keeps asking me to reset, to reconnect, and repair my watch to fix it. And I've done that. I've done that several times. And this is another problem that I have. Sometimes it's not responding to my touches. It doesn't respond. The screen doesn't respond. I have no idea what that's about. As you can see, then now it's making a fool out of me. But that's something that I've noticed a couple of times. It's done that. It's come up, asked me to reset, fix it, and I've done that several times, and it still comes up. I have no idea what it is. I don't know why that keeps coming up. So that's something to be. It could just be my unit and nobody else's experiences that. But just that I'd put it out there. And if anybody's had any issues or similar things like that, let me know and in the comments there, and we'll go from there. Now, battery life, it's caused a lot of controversy for me personally. I've got a video where I've said that this battery life on this watch sucks, and I think I've rubbed quite a few people the wrong way. For that, sorry, but I have to be honest. This is my opinion. This is how I feel the product works. This is my experience in using the product. The battery life hasn't been the greatest. This year was 2.5 to 3 days on one charge, which was fantastic. This, for my usage case, is about a whole day and slightly early in the morning, and that's about it. And I have to charge it every day for me to be able to utilize it for the whole day. And that's not great. Somebody was telling me in the comments that because his logical argument was this watch is not as bad as the other watches. For example, the Watch 7 44 mils, because it's got a bigger screen, so which means it's got more pixels. It uses more pixels, and the battery it uses more pixels, so the etc. etc. So it shouldn't be too bad. But in that case, then, if that's advertised as 44, this is advertised as a 46, and this has a smaller screen than the Watch 7, then it means then, by that logic, this is a smaller screen, so the pixels, the pixelations of this, and should last longer than that watch, but it does not. Again, this is based on my user's case. Somebody else could be different. Don't hold that against me. Guys, just use your products how you want. If your battery is perfect for you, brilliant. I'm just telling you what my experience has been on it when I've been using this regularly. I love the design of this watch. I love the way it sits snag on my wrist. It doesn't bump out. It's not too big. Whereas, like, if you look at this Ultra here, look at how that sits out. Look at that. Every time I was walking about with this thing, bumped across, I'd hit the door, I'd hit things accidentally. Something would always catch into something. Something would always happen with this one. I would always catch it on something, be it, I don't know, clothing, whatever it would be. It always seemed to catch because it sits very high up on the wrist. This, as you can see, does not. It sits very snug on my wrist. So you get less accidents with this, less scratches on that. Yes, I know I've got a protective bezel on that, but I've always had. I just prefer that. It just means that if I do then bump into something seriously, the scratches go on the bezel rather than the actual bezel itself. Okay. So for example, on this one, my Watch Classic 6, that's the original bezel there. So if I'm bumping on things, it's going to hit directly on the actual bezel itself rather than on my protective bezel, which I have on that. And as you can see there, the screen, look at that. Look at the screen sizes on that. This lasts longer. I found this lasts, in my use case, this is the Watch 6 Classic, lasts longer than my Watch 8 Classic, even though that has a smaller battery than this one. And it's got the bigger pixels. Bigger size. This is advertised as I think this is the 47, is it? Yeah, that's the 47 right there. Don't know if you can see that. So that's the 47. This is 46. So smaller screen. My logic says that should be lasting longer. That the battery should be lasting longer on this than on this one. But like I say, in my usage case, day-to-day usage, that's not the case. Swimming, I've not taken this into the pool. It is water resistant. I've dropped it in the bath a few times here and there because I have it set with my alarms going off and it's dropped in and nothing has come off it. But I haven't taken it swimming because I know some people who had issues with their watches when they've done that. And Samsung can be annoying in terms of getting insurance. The insurance, even if you have insurance, getting them to replace it for water damage. I've had nightmare stories, so I haven't really chanced that. I haven't tried that myself because I'm not going to be one of those. I've paid so much for this out of my own money, so the last thing I want is not to have this and be fighting Samsung for the replacement and then or maybe not getting one. So I couldn't really advise you in terms of the water resistance strength of it if you decide to take it swimming. The updates have been constant. I found that don't know, maybe I need an update actually to fix that issue that I mentioned earlier on. Maybe that would fix that. So if we could get another update soon, Samsung, that would be great. But I find in the long run with Samsung products, as the lifespan goes over the year, the updates are not as frequent. But when you have it for the first time and it's fairly new, the first couple of months to 6 months, the updates are pretty fast. Maybe it's because it's a new product, so they're trying to do their best then, and people are still buying them. But once you get past that 6 month period, the updates seem to slow down dramatically. So that's something you should bear in mind. Then in terms of the scratches and like I said, and bumps and you know it's brilliant. There's not much. It's a hard It's made of good high quality materials. There's not many scratches. I have, like I said, I have a slight micro, you have to say it, a micro scratch on the sensor just here, but it's very thin. It's like, but it's one of those, once you see it you can't unsee it yourself. But unfortunately, but what I like about it, fortunately for me, is it's at the bottom of my wrist, or of the watch. So once I have my watch on, I'm not looking at it and I'm not seeing it, so I don't really think about it. But it still irks me when I take it off and I'm putting it on the charge. It still annoys me. The charge for this watch is brilliant. It's quite fast. It charges, for me, I normally would get home from work after a whole day, exercise, the gym and everything, my running. I come home, I'm maybe about 30% or so. I stick it on charge, and usually within about 45 minutes or so, it's on 100%, and I can go back to bed, and then I can use it to track my sleep. I have my alarms set on the watch so that it vibrates and wakes me and not the whole family. So those are some of the good things that that I love about the watch, and using it like that. The What else could I tell you about the watch? Let me see here. Sorry, let me just have a quick look at the comments here from yeah, see what else he wanted me to talk about. No, I think I've answered all his questions there. So hopefully you're happy with that, Matt. And if you do have any other queries or any other questions, sure, drop me a comment, and we'll definitely go from there. I've had, and then, like I said, the other guy who just commented about me making my videos too long, they should be 30 seconds. I understand where you're coming from, but unfortunately, some of the things cannot be expressed within 30 seconds. I tried this here at the start. It's just not great, but I appreciate the comments nonetheless. Uh, as time it goes on and the improvements come along, maybe I'll be able to get there in 30 seconds, especially with AI. Maybe I can just get AI to rattle off a few things for me there and go from there. But until then, I'm gonna have to experience the longer versions, I'm afraid. Let me see here. Is there any other comments people wanted to know about this watch? Oh yes, somebody mentioned about the fact that this has the touch bezel and this has a non-moving parts, and they prefer that. I'm gonna be honest. When I first got this, because I came from the Watch 6 Classic to the Ultra, to the original Ultra, the first Ultra, I actually struggled a little bit with the not having the physical bezel. But as time went on, I actually did enjoy not having a physical bezel, and just having just having a single part. This watch I have actually taken swimming. I've took it into the sea, and it's held up well. I've not had any issues with it, but that's because they advertised it as such. And also, when I read the reviews on this and when I saw people using it, it showed them going into the water, into the swimming pool, deep lands, and it's advertised for that. So that's why I did this with this one, but not with that one. The other thing is I don't usually use my watch's hair with what you call that? What do the people call the always on display? I Even on my phone, I'm not really a fan of always on display. So it's not something that I can tell you. I don't know if that would make your battery worse or if it doesn't make much of a difference, but it's not something I can tell you about because I don't use always on display. I prefer my bezel, my screen to switch off. The A few times I do use it is if if I go out and I'm wearing a nice suit or a nice attire, then yes, I would have the always on so that it just looks like I'm wearing a normal watch rather than a smartwatch, just to funk it up a little bit. But normally, I don't really use always on display. I originally, this has always been my favorite design for the watch. This I always thought, right, this is it, the normal looking watch with the normal looking watch, secular. I always thought this was my OG. I always thought this would be what I like the most. But I must say, I do love this one. I do love the design of that. I like the design of this, but I love the design of this watch. It's if they can bring in, I know there's a new Ultra coming out, and if they can make it about as slim as that, maybe slightly thicker, obviously, because they're going to have a bigger battery, but if they can make it as slim as that so that it's snug on my head, on my wrist like this, that'll be brilliant. Another thing I like about this is, you know, you get these wee notifications here just asking you if this would be the day you're going to meet your targets and, you know, get your 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 active days going. I'm not going to meet mine today. I've been sat on day all day on the on the city working, so I'm not going to meet any of my steps, any of my targets, not even once. Say again. Don't know why it does that. Don't know why it does. That is so annoying. See, I can't even clear. The screen is gone again. I don't know why it does that, but that's something I've experienced. So again, I'm not going to go on about it, but I've already explained. Yeah, so that'll be my one bad bear about the watch, about this. If they can make the Ultra, like I say, slightly slimmer and get it ergonomically, just the design, so that it sits snugly on the wrist like this, and not too big, not massive. That'd be brilliant. I'm just rambling now, so I apologize. Mr. 30 seconds is and under is going to be annoyed by that. But some of us like to take the scenic route to get to the point. The other thing that that I like is the fact that you can now use 22 millimeter straps on this watch, as compared to the 20 millimeters. I prefer the 22, and I like this mechanism. It's so easy, you know, just take it off. I love that. Prefer that mechanism. It's so much easier to use than this one here, the OG, where you had to do the pins, hold the small wee pin, pull it in. You needed nails for that. Well, some of us here, man, we don't really grow our nails that much. So this comes handy. This comes handy. Just having it like that, get it to a strap and put it on. I like that system lock. I find it work so much better. It stays on, doesn't come off. Then again, this is the original connection that comes with the watch, and then all I did was take out the original band that came with it, which was, I don't even know if I have it in this box at all. Let's see if I can show you. If I have just the paper. Don't know if I have the original. Yeah, this was the original that came with it, which is like a leather at the front here and sort of like silicone at the back. But I always prefer mesh. I prefer metal mesh, so that's what I use. But so again, like I said, it was just easy. All I did was push that in and take it out of the original, which was handy enough for me. But anyway, yeah, that's the straps. Don't really use them. Don't use the straps at all. I think I only used them the first day while I was waiting to get my new straps come on. My new metal strap to come on, that's when I used it. Anyway, again, rumbling again. So I'm going to end it right there, guys. Hopefully, Matt, like I said, I'm going to try and pronounce your name. Don't want to butcher it or swear at you. So hopefully you found this useful and enjoyed it. So I'm just going to give you a quick, don't know if you'll be able to see, kind of losing the light here. Don't know if you'll be able to see here. Design of that. There's no scraps on that for you. Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.